Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria, and I lost my job at 54 years old. So I'm just out here trying to rebuild my life, restructure my days, and make some money, y'all. Make some money. But I want to thank you guys so much for the kind words, encouragement, motivation, information that you guys left me on my last video. Y'all, I sat down and I responded to every comment. And the comments are still coming in, and I'm going to respond to those comments because I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. But I wanted to just talk to you guys today about something that came across my mind last night. And yeah, it just made me think. So, when you tell people that you've been laid off, they expect devastation, they expect panic, they expect you to be falling apart. And don't get me wrong, this season in my life has been very emotional. There have been times when I have stressed, I've panicked, I've worried about things, I've wondered what is going to happen next. But then there have also been times like today, a lot of times where I just feel okay. I feel pretty okay. I feel pretty good. And last night I was wondering, why do I feel okay? And I think I figured out why. It's because I've taken inventory of my things. Because my job was never my life. I showed up, I did the work, they paid me. And y'all, when I closed my laptop for that last time, I was still Maria. I don't think I've ever depended on work to tell me who I am. I've always known who I am. When people would ask me, like, hey, what do you do? I would tell them where I worked, what I did. My position was kind of niche. It was kind of weird. So they probably didn't understand what I did when I finished telling them. And half the time I didn't understand what I did. But if I ever had to depend on work to give me an identity, it would be to be a journalist. I started out as a journalist. I worked as a general assignment reporter for a small newspaper here in Georgia. And I have my associate's degree in broadcast journalism. I have a bachelor's degree in English, and I flirted around with law school for a little bit LSAT until the LSAT told me that God had different plans for me. If you know, you know. So that's the point I'm trying to make, is that I've always known who I was. Work was something that I did, but it was never that thing that defined me. And I guess that's why I can still breathe, because after the layoff, instead of asking myself, well, who am I now? I asked myself, what do I have left? So the other night, I just took my life and I spread it all across the kitchen table and I counted what I had left. I took inventory of my things. And I'm not trying to pretend that everything is fine and that I'm not scared, because those feelings are very real. But I counted what I had left. And I realized that I have a lot. I have a lot. I actually made a list. I made a list of my things, y'all. So I realized I had people. I have family. I have friends. I have former coworkers. I have mentors, neighbors. I have people who are willing to answer the phone when I call. I got skills, everything that I've learned over 5 decades, y'all. Even the things that are not in my even the things that are not on my resume, like my photography skills, like my ability to find the best restaurants in Atlanta. If you need some recommendations, let me know. I have my creativity, my ability to build something out of nothing, y'all. I have my reputation. I have people who trust me. I have people who will recommend me. Um, I have my faith. I have faith that keeps my feet moving. Somebody reminded me of the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I know God is going to provide for me. He's going to make provision. He's going to provide me with gratitude, overflow, and protection and eternal love. I know that. So those are the things that I count as my things. I have knowledge. I have knowledge. And when I don't know something, I know how to find somebody who does know the something. I have time, y'all. Sometimes time is one of the greatest assets that we can ever have. I have curiosity. I'm willing to ask the hard questions. I'm willing to start over. Y'all, I know my resources. And y'all, this reminds me of a story from my Aunt Dorothy. Y'all, this is something I was thinking about her last night. She gave me some advice years and years ago. This was We were all sitting around on her front porch. She had this really big, wide front porch, and there was a lot of family, just kind of hanging out and having conversations. And you know how with family conversations kind of drift back and forth between topics or what have you. And I can't remember exactly what I was going through at that particular time, but it was some type of uncertainty. And she looked at me and she said, "You know what, Maria? As long as you know your resources, you will be fine. And if you don't know, find somebody who does." And I'm like, okay. At the time, I didn't really get it. But looking back, I'm like, that was very profound. Because when I look back on it, I don't feel like she was just talking about money. She was talking about that inner resilience. And she was talking about knowing what things to reach for when life causes you to pivot. Um, I feel like she was talking about people. She was talking about your skills. She was talking about your faith. She was talking about your creativity. She was talking about your knowledge, your time, your curiosity. Because sometimes, surviving is not about having all of the answers. Sometimes it's about knowing where the answers live. Like go into a library, read a book, call a friend, call somebody you hadn't talked to in a while. Talk to your neighbor, find a mentor, join a community organization, go to church. Go to church. Search the internet. Search the internet. And that's the question that you've been afraid to ask, because every answer starts somewhere. And that reminds me, well, I guess it made me realize this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel has become a resource for me. It's one of my resources because beforehand, I really just looked at it as a creative outlet. But now I feel like it's a resource for me to build community and maybe even become a source of income. So I'm excited about that because sometimes our resources could be sitting right beside us and we never really, know it. So I've carried those words from my Aunt Dorothy with me throughout other layoffs, other uncertain times, even through breakups. As long as you know your resources, you'll be all right. And if you don't know, find somebody who does. I mean, even times when I felt like I was by myself, I remember those words. And each time that I've gone through something, there was always a resource. Sometimes I found it in another person. Sometimes I found it in a book. Sometimes it was courage I borrowed from somebody else's story. And I wish I could sit on that porch with my aunt one more time and just tell her she was right. She was right. She gave me more than advice that day. She gave me a roadmap that I can follow when times, get a little bit difficult. Yeah. So shout out to my Aunt Dorothy. So my message to you guys today, I just want to say when life, changes, when changes come about, difficult times come about, take inventory. Take inventory of your things and name those things that they can't lay you off from. Yes, they took the job, they took the paycheck, they took the benefits, they took the company email, they took the meetings, they took the routine, they took the task. But what is the part of your life that they can't take away? For me, it's creativity, it's my curiosity and my faith, and my belief that tomorrow is going to be a better day than today. Off my position, but they didn't lay off the person I was before I got there. I don't miss the routine. I don't miss the tasks that I had to do. Yeah, I do miss the paycheck. I ain't gonna lie, I missed the paycheck. Y'all, we just came off of the 1st of August and nothing was deposited into my account. Nothing. But that's all right. That's all right. I know my situation. I understand my situation, and there are other ways to generate income, and that's what we're focusing on at this time. So, I thought about making a who am I now type of video, but I realized it was hard for me to make that video because I know who I am. I know who I am. So instead, I asked, what do I have left? Because my identity was never tied up into my job. I am still Maria. I am still the dreamer, Maria the dreamer. That is who I am. And maybe that's why this layoff isn't tearing me down. Maybe that's why I'm hopeful that everything is going to be all right. Maybe that's why I get up every morning with grace, gratitude, and joy in my heart because I do believe that today is going to be a better day than yesterday. I got skills, I got creativity, I got curiosity, and I know my resources. So guys, if you are new here, welcome, 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 welcome. I just want to say that this channel has always been a beauty channel. It's where I talk about makeup. And it's still going to be that. It's still going to be that, but I am going to take some time and talk about the real stuff, the ups, the downs, the trying to figure it out. I will do that. So if you are interested in that type of content, I hope you guys will stick around. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. But drop me a comment below and let me know what are the things in your life that they can't lay you off from. Nobody can take away from you. Let me know down below in the comment section. I would like to know. And I hope you guys will come back for the next video. And I'll see you then. Bye.